Hello, what is up? We're going to do some stuff today. I'm not exactly sure what. In your time of Earth, it is Friday, January. I don't even write that down. Fuck it. Friday, Jan 9, 25, version 6 or 26. As in 2026, you know. The reason for the distinction is this is prior to Chinese New Year, Lunar New Year. Yeah, these are just notes. Prior to landing of lunar probe. So you guys are calling it a probe. Thus changing to true lunar calendar, which is based on the full moon cycles instead of new for reasons. Remember we said something along the lines of what happened with Mars the first time around is they kept a lot of Earth traditions and said, well, why bother changing them if it's harder to change, even if it's better. Let's keep it the way that it is, because we figure it's too annoying or pain in the ass to change it, so we'll just keep doing it more inefficiently. We're like, nah, I know it's like a learning curve, but change it, why not? So that's why we don't want to redo Mars, is because we figure they're already like set in their ways boomer style. So we're gonna just be like, no, all right, you guys can keep Mars actually. But we just need it for an intermediate. But instead we're gonna do lunar, which we already have also. We're gonna do it our way. In a more efficient way that we're gonna bridge the two, and that won't be a problem because Mars just won't change their tune until later. Maybe they will. I'm not worried about it. Anyways, and then we're gonna go Pluto, which goes way out because it goes to another solar system entirely. You might wonder who I'm talking to. I'm talking to our office. We have a thing. We have a thing. Prior to that, we had people looking through it. I'm not gonna say who those people are right now, but you know who you two are. The two of you, yeah. So I'm gonna split you on the screen so I can see you. So you're GN, as in good night, and you are CD, as in. Did you see that on your screen? Sweet. All right, I'm gonna read a story to everybody called Stone Soup. We're gonna read the selections, then answer the questions. Are you ready? Wrong. We're gonna read the questions and see if you can answer it properly, and then we're gonna see if you did right, because you're trying to answer the questions without reading the material, and that, my friend, is where we're having a problem. Yeah, friend, not friends. Meaning one is redeemable and one is not, and I'm not sure which one because you guys have been overlapping, so we'll figure it out right now. What is different about the way the soup is made in Stone Soup compared to Soup for All? A woman makes the soup instead of a boy. 2, several men make the soup instead of women. Or C, some travelers make the soup instead of a boy. What does the boy do that the men do not do? He cooks the soup, he shares the soup, he puts the vegetables in the pot. Explain how the people in both selections are tricked in the same way. I'm waiting. The two of you. So, GN and CD. Okay, I see how you want to be. I'm not done. Which of these events takes place in both selections? A pot of water is heated up. Salt is put in the stone soup. An old woman refuses to share. Or the soup is made with potatoes. Which one? You don't know? You're not listening? You're not paying attention? You want to wait? Oh, that's smart. Because that's what I told you to do, huh? So you can't think for yourself? You can't even make an educated guess before? No, we're going to do it. Ready? Is it that a woman makes the soup instead of a boy? No. Is it that several men make the soup instead of women? Probably not, yeah. Or is it some travelers make the soup instead of a boy? I would go with that, wouldn't you? I'll just tell you what to think since you can't think for yourself anyway. What does the boy do that the men do not do? Cooks the soup, shares the soup, he puts the vegetables in the pot. I'm going to guess he's a sharer because he's a carer. But you guys are Karens, aren't you? Because you care so much. I'll call the police, level. Yes, it does, you go. Sweet. I forgot that I'm recording. Like, I forget. Which of these events takes place in both selections? Pot of water is heated up. Salt is put in the stone soup. The old woman refuses to share. The soup is made with potatoes. I'm going to say it's probably that, as if to say, yeah, I'm weeding them out, yeah. Probably that. Probably that, probably that. Damn, that's hard. Nah, you better guess. Because whichever one of you is right is going to tell me something. One of you is going to be right and one of you is going to be wrong. And I'm going to be wrong. Or right. So I'm sure they heated a pot of water up both times, yeah. I mean, that seems obvious. Duh. I'm going to go with pot of water is heated up. What do you got? Pot of water is heated up. Salt is put in it. An old woman refuses to share. Or soup is made with potatoes. You're going to go with potatoes. Alrighty. You're, what's your name? GN. Yep. What about you? So, I'm going to say meh. Salt is put in the soup. That's what you think too? Alright. And then, we got to have somebody vote this one. So, we're going to put, 28. Sweet. Let's see what the answer is. There's two selections. One, stone soup. One day a boy walked to a farmhouse and asked for something to eat. The old woman who lived there said she had nothing, waved him along. No room at the inn. Instead of leaving, the boy handed her a stone. Use this to make stone soup. Just heat a pot of water. The boy dropped the stone into the heated... Wait, the boy handed her a stone. Okay. The boy dropped the stone into the heated water and tasted it. Needs salt and vegetables. The woman gave them to him. Soon the boy finished the soup. They both ate a bowl. The boy was hungry no more. Alright, so there was salt, heated water, I wouldn't say an old woman refuses to share, but it was made with potatoes. But yeah, look at this. It's actually line 29 that said she had nothing and waved him along. It's interesting. Anyways, where's the potatoes? Oh, well, vegetables. It's implied potatoes, but it says vegetables, so is it potatoes? P-O-T-A-T-O-E-S, you know? Interesting. Next, soup for all. Weird noises in the Bardo Matrix. Yeah, you say Matrix. Alright, so he says Matrix. And you say Bardo. Okay. It tells me something. How long they've been following along. You know what I mean? Okay. 3 men traveled to a village. They were hungry. No one would give them a meal. No one. Not a one. One traveler said, I will make stone soup. He heated a pot of water over the fire. He dropped a stone into the pot. The villagers watched as the men tasted the water. This is good, said a second traveler. But it would be better with vegetables. Do you have any? He asked the villagers. The villagers found that they did have a few things. Soon the pot of soup was ready. Alright, so nothing about salt. Nothing about potatoes again. So, is it really that pedantically? You know what I mean? Probably, huh? Alright, and then what was the other one? An old woman refuses to share? No. It was, no one. So, the only one who got it right is me. Me. Yeah. We just had to put 28 here, so. It was like a take for the team. Actual OG is me. Yeah. 28 just had to take it for the team. You say Matrix, you're not the problem. You say Bardo, you are. Okay? GN is the problem. Thank you so much. Explain, though, to me. No, you. Because he's the problem. So, he's the problem. Thanks. 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. You've only been the problem since, like, October, November, though. So, there's that. Anyways, yeah, you explain to me this one. How were they tricked in both? Go ahead. Well, don't look at your computer. Look at me. You don't have to do that. Okay. That's fine. How were they tricked in both? I'm waiting for your answer, please. Tell me his answer. Because while I'm here, I don't have it. It's going to have to go through our system. Say it out loud. Say it in your head loud. Write it down. Something trash like that. Right? Some jokes like that. It's a joke. It's a joke. You don't get it. I know. You don't have to get it. You just have to hurry up. How are both people? Explain how the people in both selections are tricked in the same way. Yeah, I'll write it down. The people were tricked in both by giving veggies, it's a translation, to them. ... Here's the problem. You ran out of room because there's only 2 lines here and you did the first one by repeating it, which I get is how you're supposed to do life, to make sure that you heard it and all. But it's redundant, it takes a long time, and now I have a whole line where I can't write something. So now you didn't really give me much substance. You spent an entire fucking substance line of bullcrap, in my opinion. So, by giving veggies to them, okay, now we're skipping ahead a week, comma, the people assumed there was something. Yeah, he's thinking. Yeah, no, I get it. That's all good. It's good to think, right? Instead of just assume. That's the point. Yeah, they were both. How the people in both selections are tricked. Assumptions are the root vegetable. You know, potatoes. Potato to potato equals I would just say assume, but what you got better? As in you, in me. You and me. As in you and me. We will never be. Who are you obsessed with, Angie? God, why? What? So annoying. What about you? Nah, not your cup of tea. I didn't think so. That's why this is a problem. You see, this dude, GN, is obsessed with Angie. Can you maybe help with this Colorado level, perhaps? Vale? It's like VALE or something, VAIL, something like that. I know what you did in Littleton, like somewhat such. Boulder, like somewhat such. Yeah. Messed stuff up big time because he couldn't fathom. He's got to catch them all. Yeah. All right. You get it. Thank you. Can you go away now? Use your go away, like from here, like from us. And deal with that, actually. Can we get them out of here so I don't have to deal with that anymore? Alright. Alright, so now that we're changing topics, so we got the full moon is gonna be the way. However, we got oh man, I just had it too. Oh yeah, time travel stuff. Okay, so time to travel to the future, past, current, to. Current, to. It has a little two, just like how I did with the tape. So, with the date, we'll do these little distinctions of numbers just to subset something. So, 1926 is the bullseye, okay? But the arrow is prior. So, by 27, it needs to be accomplished. That's why we need to make sure, otherwise to Valhalla. Quote, to Valhalla. And redo. ... which is okay, comma, actually. We already have twice. Now, 1921 E 1925. Because, you know, we thought, how much time do we have before we don't? Alright? However, which date in 26 is, quote, the end? And what we mean by that is, we wouldn't say you should wait till the end. Because what if the new year ends on the 31st? New year end 31. Or is it Feb / March end of year? Question mark. Lunar new year. New moon is the new year. Lunar full year. I like that. Okay, so we might go to the full years. We're gonna be fools about it level. Of fool's gold moon is heavy with sadness, does not exist yet. Okay. You go to another bardo, you might not have a moon. You might not have eclipses. Yeah. That tells you something too. Might not have a moon. Yeah, you might as well not even bother. Or eclipses. Exactly. I know. It's like, okay. If something feels awful for a reason of not in same bardo as others. Yeah, we noticed the moon wasn't matching what we thought it was supposed to. And that tells you something. We're gonna have to update something with that. Alright. We're seriously not really sure where we're going in life right now. We're not gonna go back again until we figure this part out. I know that much. SIM card. SIM card. Simba. Simulation. Not the best. Yeah. Look what came out when I shuffled. The moon, the sun, and the two somethings. Yeah, I forgot what we said. So, this is either a solar or a lunar eclipse. This is either a solar or a lunar eclipse. And this is two moons overlapping. Something like, is that what we said? Yeah. So, point of story is bottom card energy. It's all the moon cards. No. I know you say this isn't a moon card, but we were talking about it. So it's a hidden moon card. Okay? Check that. Says Pamela. She says, no, you don't see a moon on here, but why did you think you did, and or why were you confused about it? Because there's a hidden moon. Hidden could be like how the Torah is half hidden. Or hidden could be completely obscured. Like, what's behind the moon anyways, you know, on the dark side. And as such, if there were a hidden moon here, you might not see it at all. But what you do see is 12 stars on her crown, okay? 12 of them. And she's holding a scepter. And she is sitting on a really nice, cushy, comfy, propped up. See, she's actually sitting on something that is, in my opinion, like they all are sitting on these concrete slabs of, and then they just put these decorative to take a photo. Come here and sit here. Dress up. See, who is this lady anyway? She could just be some rando off the street. Put this outfit on, hold this, sit here, look pretty for the picture. We'll put this tapestry up because the background behind you is either distraction or not as pretty as we would like it to be. We have these pillars here and such. See, Rider Waite insisted that she put these on here for reasons, yeah? But she said, no, I'm going to put them on here for something else. To tell somebody that we got you, boo, alright? But we don't have you right now because we got to deal with life, so you're going to have yourself. And why does somebody think that's about them that is not about them? That's annoying. Temp thinks that's about her, and it's about a guy that Angie used to know. Somebody that she used to... Okay, sorry. Anyways, so what we have here is this, same diff, but different in that, to me, the thing is the same, the scene is the same, the water is the same, the mountains are exactly the same, the sky is the same, the moon is obscured, as in the true moon is behind her, and I'd go so far as to say it's the same exact lady. So it's Pamela, except by day, by night, as in not even by day, by night, performance versus actuality and such like, okay? Pamela's saying, why don't you just assume this is the exact same background and everything, but the difference is that, let me do this, yeah, but the difference is that one is performance out external, like somebody's saying, hey, you need to dress up and play the part of the high priestess, and the other one's the actual high priestess. So okay, yeah, no, she's revising it. This is an actor playing the high priestess part because they couldn't find the actual one, so she's the actual one and she's playing the part. It could be that this one's out meditating because they're like actually held captive and they're blindfolded, but yet they're still able to meditate even with the blindfold on. They're keeping their cards close to their chest in that, with the two swords crossed over the chest. See, Waite was not as particular about the minors, so he was like way more needing this one to be exact. I don't care what you have to do at any cost, make this have all these features in it. So she's like, bet. But she's like, I know the real high priestess is this one. You can even see the moon. Whereas this one, we just have a fake moon for show. He said it has to have a crescent moon. Da da da. She's like, bet. I'll put it as a prop for a photo right by her feet. Yeah, she's all dressed up and da 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 da, like you wanted, sir. But this is the real one with no props. She has the real moon behind her. See, how about this one? You thought it was exactly the same because there's a real moon there? Well, they didn't like the real moon because it wasn't like the kind of moon they wanted, or it wasn't big enough, yeah. Something like. So instead, they're like, well, how about we'll just do this? But we have to have the pomegranates as a sign and as a key and blah, blah, blah. So that's what I'm saying, is there's a lot here that Waite wanted that on the other one is the actuals. And look, they're like, look at the Torah, look at the Torah. Right? Distraction, look over here, look over here. When she's like, it's all within. You don't even need anything, because how are you going to time travel with a Torah? You ain't. So you either got to have what you have and have access to more, or I don't know what to tell you. You can't go in the past the way we can. How about this? You can't go to the outer rings unless you jump. because the reason is because you have to be authentically from the time. So the only way you can get to the outer rings is you have to have been born from that era, or jump into somebody who is from that era. You may have to live an entire incarnation as them in order to go to the outer rings. You have to be from that era. However, what we're thinking is, what if we can go early and set up some information for ourselves when we get older, so that, like, all right, hold on. If we go to the 20s again, and we like establish some kind of something, so that when you're reincarnated into it and you're born, you raised that. No, you won't remember, but you'll go to the outer rings, and then we can have open contact and refresh you of all the things that you forgot, because you're born into that life to get there in the first place, and then you can just continue living out that life as one of your alternates, and then we will come to meet with you from 25, basically. Well, 26 now, but yeah. What do you think? Something like that? Alright, analyze that. I'm only talking to my assistant, not y'all's. My assistant be 13, but the computer program of her, not actual Angie 13. So, there's that. Okay, yeah, they're like, is that your assistant? I'm like, yeah. Alright. Yeah, we're going to end it here, because this is all we got right now. Oh, well, actually, yeah. So, what's up with her? She's got the hidden moon. Who's her, quote-unquote, counterpart of minor arcana, okay? Because the way I view life is, of the suits, being that these two are the same, it could be any of them. It could be every of them. Remember how they say the Empress is all four queens, perhaps? I say perhaps. We've said that before. We like that. It's cool, but we might revise it, says Pamela. If she had to hide somebody, who would she have hidden? She said you can go through everyone and make an argument for such, but there's going to be some, or one, she said some or one, that are more than others. Some, for sometimes, one, for all times is like the Two of Swords one version. But she says it has to be a minor. Even if yeah, there's some minor that are pinging, but minors are the ones that we need it to be. You don't say. Why are you doing it again? He's doing the I'm playing God stuff again. Of course he is. Alright, so now we got our second group. 13 says, anxiety could be indicative of misalignment, that you don't want to rush. There's no rush, okay? Could be just, but it's, we're thinking it has a difference to it, okay? So, like, keep working on it, you know? Also tiredness, you know? Yeah. Alright. That's not to say no. Okay, so I have all four queens here. And so this is the Pentacles, the Cups, the Swords, and the Wands. Are supposedly the Empress. All four of them are. Okay? But in my opinion, there's two that stuck out to me. Three. Well, first this one did. The Cups stuck out to me as something to do with Empress. But then the Queen of Pentacles reversed has been coming out like repeatedly. So I'm turning it upright. I'm looking. I'm like, yeah, that definitely hits the mark. But Look how they're so much similar. They're both looking down. One's looking at a cup and one's looking at a pentacle. Whereas these two are more like looking out, yeah? So that's fine. They're just not the vibe. But there's something else that got me thinking, and it's this one. So she's looking, not, I would say down. She's not literally looking down, but she's looking at the bird that she's training, as opposed to looking out at the, like, I have a position of authority. These two have a position of authority, but they're like sad, okay? I'm gonna put them aside. She's the Two of Swords version of the Empress, okay? Now that we don't typically say such, but Pamela's saying to say such. Slow and steady wins the race, says the snail on this card. So, the hidden information here is she's basically doing her thing as the hidden Empress. The real one versus, I wouldn't say the fake one. She doesn't seem fake at all. But the one that Waite wanted. He wanted the Statue of Liberty or something kind of representative, and all these things. He wanted all these things. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. But Pamela said, nah. My scepter is a quote-unquote three-eyed raven, as opposed to something that just decoration prop. So my hat that I'm wearing is not a crown of 12 stars. It's just something that is either decorative or, you know, look at those grapes. Wine in the water. Why not? Well, in that case, why? 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 No, you know what I'm saying? What's the problem with the wine? Wine. You don't like wine? You don't like winers? Wine to me. I'm trying to figure out life. And I don't even think you know. That's the thing. Sometimes you got faulty programming that's hidden. Hidden in plain sight. Hidden in plain sight. What's hidden in plain sight on these two cards, the minors? A few things. One, High Priestess. Hidden is hidden, yeah. Crescent moon. So I'm gonna put hidden. Comma, Two Swords. Rocky waters. What does rocky waters mean? Imply like a lot of waves or something? No, there's literally rocks in these waters that you don't see in the other one. And I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else in this card. It's hidden. Except, oh, the blindfold. Blinded. Everything else is just extras. Okay? So there's that. Okay. Literal, cut and dry, easy. Whereas, with this one, it's not so much what's hidden, it's what's extra. Okay, so now we have extra. Yeah, I'm going to do a separate page actually. Extra is Empress. Because she's got extra, quote, three-eyed raven. Comma, grapes, which are basically saying they're not yet wine. You know, you can just eat them as grapes. They're never wine until they're wine. There has to be a process, right? 6 and 3. If you're gonna make the color 9, color, it's extra color. I don't know either. Purple. Oh. Violet. Grapes. Yes. And then a snail. Okay. A castle. So this one has water. This one is like drought. This one has mountains. This one has like wooded area, rivers. This one has grass and wheat, and this one is, like I said, drought. So like dry / arid / sand / dirt. Different kind of trees, of course. Mediterranean. Wine. Okay, so we're gonna say Greece. Okay, they dress different. Spain, España. Okay, Spain. Okay, so this is like Spain, whereas this is like America, perhaps. Yeah. However, it's actually, so the real Empress location, okay, because there ain't nobody else who knows that one as far as tricks of the trade or some such. Okay. All right. The 2 moons. What planet has 2 moons? Mars. Yep. Okay. Extra. 6 and 3 was this. The Empress is 6 plus 3. The 5 plus 3 is Mars. Moons. ... 2. Yeah, you're right. How could I miss that? 5 plus 2 plus 1 actual. Yeah. 5, 2, 1. Yep. You can't put all your eggs in one basket. Remember that? Yeah, okay. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Put 2 in this and 1 in that. But however, there's a stability thing of these 2 are supporting this 1. You could have put this 1 over here, but that would have been more risky. Put it over here, and you're basically playing small. Playing small. Defeat. Because, you know, walking away. Like that. Like, basically, surrender. Give up. Okay. And such. Basically, nobody's telling you to give up. You're giving up yourself. You're just saying, oh, well, I guess it'll never work or happen. Blah, 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 blah. Nobody told you it won't. You're just saying it won't. So it won't. You're right. You are correct, sir. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Names of Mars moons. Question mark. I'm not going to do that yet, but alright. Now I want to look at the 5 of Cups. Because the 5 of Cups also has a 3 and a 2. So we're missing the 3 of Cups. Yeah. We're missing the celebration. We're missing the, you're supposed to be having fun with this. Right? All work, no play. Boring. We need a bridge walker. Yeah, we always need a bridge walker, it seems. To get to the other side, to cross the river. He's going off by himself because he can't see his way across. That's what's really going on here. Yeah. He knows that these 5 cups over here are better, but he can't figure out how to get to them. He's over here with the 3 cups he doesn't want to be with. So he wants to be with the 5 cups, which basically take the 3 and go where the 2 are. The 2 of Cups. Yeah, that's what we're missing here. Okay, so where are those 2 cups at? And the 3 for that matter. Says Pamela. Well, here's a problem. The 1 and the 3. Because we got 1 from one side, 3 of the other, they got 2 and 2. So now we need the 4 cups, which this is. But it's out of order. When you got something out of order, you're going to be depressed about it if it's not looking or feeling right, yeah? Alright. So that's what's up. Gotta find... Now, see, we got 2 cups. That's what that's the actual 2 cups we needed. They're different than what's pictured here, though. But they are the same. No, they're not. Okay. I was going to say. Yeah. That one has a different base to it, but I don't think that's... Like, it's not pinging that she thinks it's important. She's like, shit, I don't even remember doing that. That's funny. That we can just get that kind of feedback. Okay. Interesting. He seems a lot more like an emperor than the emperor does he not? Okay, there's that. We'll get to that regarding such. But for now, I must have passed up. We got the 3. Yeah, it's the 2 of Cups that I'm missing. Now, what is missing? The 2 of Cups. What does that tell you? That I went through all these and it didn't ping me. It didn't stick out. It's like, no, you don't want this. You want this. You don't want the 2 of Cups. You want the Lovers, is how it feels, yeah? Because the 2 of Cups and the Lovers are linked together energetically for us. But Pamela says, no, they actually don't. They're not the match. I mean, we need that too. Depends on how we read it, yeah? But you tell me why it's not even in here at all. How can you read without a full deck? When you have the Lover's card, you don't have the 2 of Cups. What are you doing, right? It's probably just in the room or something. I'm just saying that's the vibe here, okay? But that's fine. We'll work with what we got. We already know what it looks like. Just because it's missing doesn't mean, or rather, just because it's missed doesn't mean it's missing. It's just misplaced. So, these 2 cups are different. We're going to put them to the side. These cups are all the same kind. All of them, all of them, all of them. Okay. These 2 have the same cup. One has a fish in it, one doesn't. I think, in my opinion, and don't you agree, that you'd rather the page energy as opposed to the knight, because, like, what do you, oh, you just have a fish? What do I want? Fish. I want this guy. No, I'll wait on that, because he'll figure out how to turn it from a fish to something else in the future. So, that's cool, that's cool. Alright, this one's like, he's like this. And this has been said before, but basically, this is what he's looking at. And he's like, no, I don't want that. You know, he's like, I either want to present this. He's thinking about, yeah, what, he's like this. I don't have, he's like this. All I have is this. Or he's like, all I would be doing is this. Yeah, that's more what it is. He's like, but really, I want to be this guy. Actually, I want to be this guy. But you know why? Because you know what she wants? Is this. But this, I can't give her this. Because I don't even have... Yeah, he's like, that ain't good. I want this. But what she really wants is this. But he can't go in the past and get it. You know, this flower that's in here? He can't go in the past. So he's basically feeling stuck. Okay? That's the problem here with this guy. Is he just keeps... But what he needs is somebody to say, hey, man, what you doing over there? Why don't you figure out life? So, this guy has given up, defeated, whatever, because boo-hoo-hoo, because boo-hoo-hoo. These are like catty ha-ha-has, right? This is stuck in the past. You can't even access it. No, you definitely want the Two of Cups, but we can't find it. It's missing completely. So it's all good. Not worried about that. You ain't here yet. This is for show. You're past this, right? So the other one is she's sitting over here by herself. Okay. Well, what are we gonna do about it? I don't know. How about we do this? Say, hey, Temperance, can you be my bridge walker? Right? Follow? Who's the Temperance? Yeah. Who? We got, what are these daisies? Lazy daisies. We got, this is the true sun. Set rise in the skies. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. It's a vibe. Most definitely it's a vibe. What is on the forehead? It looks like one of those things you would see that is like a reflective, that if it were to capture light, it would you know what you'd see like on a flashlight. You know how on a flashlight you'd see it helps to make the light go more and further and everything because it reflects. So it's like a shiny surface to reflect the light. Okay. So, Temperance. Temper is Jehovah outfit. Yeah. By the way, Pam says you're welcome, as in, even if Wade did say to do that, she doesn't remember. She really doesn't. But even if he did, she thinks she did a really good job of being sneaky on that one. As for us, you know what I mean? Who are you working for? You know what I mean? All right. Well, so she's like, this was a long time ago. I don't really remember. I did this so long ago. It's funny because we keep talking to her at different points. She's been here a while now. Okay. It's funny. I don't even know. No. That's not what we were wanting. So this doesn't even matter? My other deck is way better. Yeah. She's like, that's the one I care about. Nice. I like that for us. We think we can't access it unless we're on the other timeline. Okay. Original. Creation. Okay. Origin. Creation. But not simulation. Okay. 3 layering. Layering. Meaning, yes, of course, there's the origin story. And then there was creation. But then there was simulation overlap. This is origin creation overlap. Is Temperance. Hence why 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Why are there angel wings? Because it's the creation. Okay, so creation angels have density and wings for visibility and efficiency and such. Whereas true, like origin angels are orbs only, light beings. So when we say we're going to come in and FL up, we're talking about creation. However, origin is boop, 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 of sorts. You know, like look at like how the animals be like, and how like a fly or a little bug will be so fast and da, da, da. All right. So there's that. So you can tell it's a creation angel, because though it is an orb, the orb is the actual, whereas this is just a projection of, yeah, it like illuminates out a projection, like a hologram. Okay, so forehead projection, hologram of seen and seen. 360 view was the better. Yeah, we have only the peripheral and forward on our VRs of Sim. So Sim VR is, what angling would this be? Not one, would you say 180? Is, let's just say 180 degrees tops. But creation was a 360 view. All directions. Hence why you could see it even. Look at that. You could see that all directions. Yeah. So this is the Sim is Gabriel is the name, but in the creation it was Temperance. Title, name. Yeah. Okay. Wearing Jehovah's not badge, but authority. Like, why are you here? I'm under creation authority. I'm here under Jehovah authority. But who's here under original? We are. Okay. Nobody else knows this even. That's how we know. You know, we are, now you can claim it, but here under OG orders, not creation. Everybody's like, oh shit. Only if you know what I'm talking about. Because if I say creator said or most high, creation / most high, most people would know, not most people, anybody who knows would know if I say creator says, or most high knows. But that's not OG. OG has an E. Okay, OG has an E equals M C2. What's C2? What's C? Creation. Okay, creation second time around. What do we do with the dates? It's about to end in 8 seconds actually, yeah. What do we do with the dates for the second one? Alright, see you later.